Hello everybody and welcome back to STEM. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the weather. Now, I'm pretty sure that some of you have noticed that our weather has been changing a lot lately. And I'm not just talking about this past week, if you know what I mean. We go from cold nights to really hot middays, like extremely hot middays. I actually had a recent conversation with someone that came from Texas, and he said he thought he could handle the heat, and when he got to Arizona, I think the temperature this past week hit 110, and he didn't even know that the temperature can even go that high. So it goes to show that our temperature here in our state is pretty wild. But it's just not here in our state. There has been wild weather all over the world, and not just now, for many, many years. Maybe we're just paying attention to it more now. There are actually a lot of interesting facts about the weather and the history of weather. Like, for example, did you know that the coldest temperature ever officially recorded was negative 89.2 degrees Celsius? I mean, I have a friend that she says the cold doesn't bother her, but I believe it would even bother her. And you can ask her. You may know her. And in case you don't, that was awesome. And not only that, there's also interesting facts and names for certain blizzards. For example, a whiteout or heavy blizzard or snowfall can make it very difficult to see even just your hand right in front of your face. And being in that weather can, just by being there, makes you automatically feel sick. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. I wouldn't say she is either. Now, in Antarctica, snow can fall so hard that you can't see your hand in front of your face. Now, imagine, and that's nowadays in Antarctica. Imagine having to live through a whiteout every day. I feel like that would bother anybody. Right, Elsa? But it's just not cold weather. Did you know that in 525 BC, so 525 years before Christ, a sandstorm is a storm with sand, buried hundreds of Egyptian soldiers in the desert. That's crazy. Buried humans alive because it was so strong. Now, I have a friend that he's not a soldier, but he is a sheriff, and he's been in quite a few deserts. You can ask him yourself. He's even had snakes in his boots. Speaking of snakes, there was one occasion where a hurricane caused 900 captive pythons to be released into the wild. That is very scary if you do ask me. I'm not a big fan of snakes. Now, you know how I mentioned whiteouts? There's something called a black storm as well. And that is just dirt mixed with wind that makes a super strong sandstorm that we call it a blackout. Sandstorms can swallow entire cities. And I think that makes my friend not too happy. It's crazy. Next thing you know, we're going to have some weird weather where it's raining ice. But if we ever get to that, of course, we hear about it in the future and on social media. Now, what I want you guys to do today is I want you to find 5 facts about the weather. Now, it doesn't have to be anything specific, like whether it's rain or hurricanes or tornadoes or something like that. It can be about any type of weather, but it has to be 5 different facts. Okay? So let me just write that down. That does not work. 5 facts on the weather. Whatever you find most interesting, go ahead and do your research. If you have any questions on it, please don't hesitate and ask. I'm here to help. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon. Goodbye.